This is the never ending saga about corruption within the Memphis Police Department. Seven more Memphis police employees are under investigation in Tyre Nichols' death. According to the city attorneys, I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. According to USA Today, seven more police employees who have not been identified are under investigation in relation to the death of Tyre Nichols. City Attorney Jennifer Sink said Tuesday. This brings the total number of officers who have been investigated or under investigation to 13. Tadarius Bean, Demarius Haley, Justin Smith, Emmett Martin III, Desmond Mills Jr., and Preston Hemphill have been fired. I'd like to insert this. Last week I started a series entitled Black Police Brutality, and I'm going to continue that series. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go deeper into the background of each one of these officers. I don't care if they're black or white, doesn't matter here. We're dealing with police corruption. Now back to the original story. So this brings the total number of officers who have been investigated or under investigation to 13. Tadarius Bean, Demarius Haley, Justin Smith, Emmett Martin III, Desmond Mills Jr., and Preston Hemphill have been fired. Bean, Haley, Smith, Martin, and Mills have also been charged with second-degree murder in Nicholas's death. Information about administrative charges and personal actions regarding the others will likely be available at the end of next week, Sink said, after they have received documentation of the charges and gone through a required hearing. Sink's comments came as city council members grilled Memphis Police Department Chief Sherilyn C.J. Davis on the brutal beating of Nicholas by police officers and whether the department plans to make changes going forward. The committee meeting held at City Hall came 1 month after Nicholas was beaten, hit with a stun gun and pepper sprayed by officers after being pulled over for an alleged traffic violation. He died 3 days later on June 10th. In the meeting, council members questioned why the names of all officers present on the scene of Nicholas's beating had not been made public, why the Memphis Fire Department did not see video of the beating until 2 days before it was made public, and how the police department plans to address what went wrong on January 7. The number has grown and it continues, Davis said. Everyone that made the scene, even individuals who did not make the scene but also had some level of responsibility, are also being evaluated. Davis on Tuesday stressed the need to hire more supervisors for the police department, saying they have proposed the creation of a 125 first-line supervisor positions, which would bring the ratio of supervisors to frontline officers from 1 to 10 to 1 to 8 or 9 officers. The recommendation is 1 to 6 or 1 to 7, she said. Asked whether the incident with Nichols was a failure of psychological evaluations or a failure of training, Davis said the officers had exceptional training. Listen, this is very, very important. This is an issue of a lack of supervision, she said. This is a classic example of officers with a wolf pack mentality, ego, and other issues that mushroomed into a very tragic situation, that, as it's been said, could have been avoided. Not only did the Scorpion unit, in which the 5 officers charged with Nichols' death worked, not have enough supervision, but no Memphis police unit has an appropriate amount of supervision, she said. Scorpion, which stands for Street Crimes Operation to Restore Peace in Our Neighborhoods, has since been disbanded. Its officers have been moved into other organized crime units, such as the Auto Theft Task Force, Davis said. These are individuals who were not involved in the incident, Davis said. We have at least 30. Council member Martavius Jones criticized Davis for not holding a public news conference after Nichols' death. choosing to release a video rather than a news conference allowing for questions in a highly charged situation like this showed a lack of transparency and did not help build public trust in the department, Jones says. Davis said she did not know how many disciplinary actions Memphis police issued in the past regarding body cameras usage or duty to intervene, although the data is tracked. 2 emergency medical technicians and a Memphis firefighter were also fired after the Memphis Fire Department concluded that they failed to render aid to Nicholas. Sink said that department's investigation is nearly complete and she doesn't expect other officers to be charged. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender, never quit.